Welcome to Magic the Brothering. I am James Kelley.
And I am Joshua Kelley.
This is the inaugural episode of Magic the Brothering. Josh and I were initially on the podcast Draw 4, which was an affiliate of the channel Player 4 from
Joseph Dunlap and fellow Rooster Teeth fans and community members. And so shout out to Joe for actually helping us get our feet off the ground.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, Joe. So yeah, this is our inaugural episode. This was something Josh and I have had in the works for a bit. So we just said screw it and ran with it. So hopefully this sticks.
We are going to be doing mostly just discussions about Magic, not so much like professional stuff or anything that like Channel Fireball or cool stuff or Mana League or anyone does. We're just two brothers in a room with a microphone just doing casual discussions. We may have friends, we may not have friends. And we just got to see where it goes from there. We're also going to possibly be doing deck techs in the future, so look forward to that. We're going to try and have some fun.
Yeah, we're possibly going to work on the future in terms of getting Magic playthroughs, as far as like us playing decks against each other from stuff we've already got. So we'll just have to wait and see. And then like Josh had mentioned, we'll maybe bring on some guests every now and again. I know one of the possible episode ideas we had when we were back on Draw 4 was bring our parents on for an episode, because Mom sat in on an episode while we were recording and was like, hey, let us be on an episode. I was like, okay. So yeah, that'll be something to look forward to in the future.
Yeah, enough about the past, though. We're looking towards the future.
Future! Future! Hopefully it's not all Chrome. That'd be scary. But shiny.
I mean, we already use Google Chrome. Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. Google Chrome has
there's
taken
that.
over. Anywho.
So, first episode, we already got the who's who out the way. Now the what we do.
So, and that's an open-ended question, Josh. In terms of actually, like, real life, what we do, Josh and I used to go to college full-time and then have part-time jobs. I now have a full-time job and a part-time job. I work at my local news station doing behind-the-scenes work. My official title is graphics operator and director in training.
And I am just a lonely cashier for an arts and crafts store in the middle of West Virginia.
Not literally the middle of West Virginia. We're the eastern panhandle. So that's what we actually do as far as how to keep our magic fix going. Because, magic's cardboard crack. Gotta have that dank cardboard crack, yo. Yeah. So as far as what we do as far as in Magic, we primarily play Modern and Commander with friends whenever time allows. My schedule at my job doesn't allow me to do so yeah. I used to be able to play regularly at our shops, but no, I have no time now. What's it like to have a social life?
I barely even have one right now, just because transitioning from college to adult life.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, so I'm still trying.
So yeah, anyways, Josh and I had been in Magic since Dark Ascension. We took a break when we entered college just to get everything acclimated. And then our sophomore year, we got back into it when Fate Reforged dropped. We've been playing Magic ever since. We went to Star City Games Open Baltimore when that was a thing, and we both went 2-7.
Well, to be fair, it was our first time doing anything competitive outside of local game stores. It's like we knew the meta, we knew what was going to be there, and then it didn't show up. I.e. Death Shadow, because that was my first introduction to it, because mostly people were either playing Forekeller or Jund or Suicide Zoo, but then Grix just showed up and we're all just like, oh shit. But from what I remember seeing and hearing throughout the day, not a lot of people were actually playing it. The only real people that were playing it were those that knew it wasn't going to be expected.
I remember hearing a bunch of control decks were there. I even played one. It was my variant on Free Win Red from Saffron Olive over at MTG Goldfish. Shout out to you, Saf. Love ya. I kept getting a lot of questions about, what my win condition is. I flat out told one of my opponents, it's basically lock you out into frustration so you can't do anything.
Yeah, control in the most red way possible.
Yeah, till you face your practical mirror in Boros prison, and then it's just like watching paint dry.
At least it wasn't actual lantern control, though. That's even worse than paint drying.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then I was playing Zoo, which made me feel like a little kid in high school if you were to be like an 8-year-old that superseded like 5 grades.
So yeah, 2-7 in Baltimore. I won my very first match and then lost the rest, and then I got the 5 in the last round.
Hooray, pity.
Yay!
And then I won against 2 decks I actually didn't think I was going to win against, to be fair, but then again, I don't have a lot of confidence whenever I do play Magic. It was a green-red land destruction. Then I beat out Thopter combo, which actually wound up doing better as blue-white control than Thopter combo, so that was a thing that we both discovered. And then weirdly, I lost to Bogles. But then again, it's Bogles. Because Bogles!
Yeah, you pretty much either have a way to stop Bogles or Bogles stops you.
There is no in-between.
Pretty much.
The only in-between is if you guys get bored. Anywho, other decks we play. I play... Well, Zoo has been taken apart, sad to say. Not because it stinks, but just because I wound up liking the pieces in other decks. So I made Naya Burn, which has been a thing for me for a while, but I wanted to play something that wasn't Burn for a bit, so that's why I made Zoo. Thanks to the professor at Tolarian Community College. Shout out to you, professor, for this video. The Mono Green Elf deck. I love that deck. It's cheap, and it still has a way to pull out wins out of nowhere, just because, you know, hooray little green army men.
That deck has been really resilient.
I'm not gonna lie, most of my decks, apart from Burn, I've been kind of making via MTG Top 8 or just any videos that I find really interesting. I should say, to get this out of the way now, shout out to Professor for Elves, Vince, aka Pleasant Kenobi, for one lovely deck of green and white taxes, because that deck is awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty good deck. Josh still has to play it more outside of our household to see how it does, and then get suggestions from other players and see how it goes from there. But from what I've seen so far, it's been pretty good. We've played, what, like 5-10 matches with it?
I would say 20 to be more fair.
Yeah, because we have a cornucopia of decks.
Yeah.
Too many decks.
Well, that's you.
Yeah. But I like too much stuff to try and get rid of it. But then it's like, once I know it's not good and I won't play it again, it's like, oh, okay.
Sell it.
Well, I don't really sell it. I scrap it for heat to other decks and see how it goes. Either that or some pieces that I know have value go in the trade binder. But I haven't done that recently, so who knows. So, yeah.
What do you like to play, James?
I have a cornucopia of things. Free Win Red. That instantly drew my attention whenever I saw the video from Saf in November. So I really enjoy that deck. I recently got back into playing it again after just taking a break from it from SCG Baltimore, just because I was like, oh, this deck sucks. But then I was like, how can I make it better? And then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna get back to playing it the way I had it and then just see how it goes from there. Because apparently from what Saf had said, it has quite a curve as far as win percentages are concerned. So I just got to keep my head up and just go from there. Aside from that deck, I have Blue-Black Mill, which I've had for years. Been going over variants of it every single time a new video pops up, especially the one from GP Los Angeles that had popped up. I took that, watched Saf's videos of the deck, and watched his wrap-up video of it, and took his recommendation of getting rid of the Jace's Phantasms that are in the deck, and putting in spot removal. So I have 4 Thoughtseize main board. It's worked out better for me in that sense, just because spot removal in that deck helps out in protecting its function as far as milling out your opponent. So then once I get the spot removal for like the main target, like turn 1 to turn 3, then it's like, okay, what can I do? And just look at the rest of my hand and go from there. Aside from that, I have Red-Green Tron in the most Red-Green Tron way possible. I have Nulamog from BFZ, and I have Ugin in there. I only have a 1-up. I should get a second one in there, but we'll just have to see. Aside from that, I have Mono Green Infect. I have a laid-back version of Jund Death Shadow, because I've heard and have seen a few different things and have been thinking about it in the sense of, oh hey, Jund him out, beat face with a bunch of green spells on a creature that I can pump up, and then just go from there.
Or you just play mind games with them and you keep thinking that you're playing Living End. That actually happened to me at Baltimore. I was going into the whole day thinking that Death Shadow was going to be there, and then sure enough, I get to like round 5, and I'm playing against a guy that clearly I knew was playing Jund, because he went Mountain, go, Forest, go, and then end of my second turn into the start of his third turn, cycled 2 street wraiths. And then I looked at it, and I was just sitting here thinking, is this Death's Shadow? Did I prepare for this properly? Nope, it's Living End, motherfucker. Show me what you got. And it was just one of those days where it was not fun being a zoo player, because he was like, oh hey, nice board, you're almost killing me. Now I kill you.
So yeah, getting back to the decks I have. I also have 2 fun decks too.
What is this fun you speak of? There is no fun in Magic.
Oh, Zombie Hunt. And then also
Countryside Crusher Fling.
I have Seismic Assault in there just because, Reliquary Tower's in there, draw a bunch of mountains, toss them, just see how things go like that. I should just make Seismic Hunt and just go from there. So
Swans!
Anyways.
Commander. In terms of commanders...
Commander!
I used to play Rafik of the Many Voltron, but as my years went on with playing the deck, everyone was like, Josh, you suck at playing Voltron, stop playing Voltron with Rafik, build something else. I'm like, okay. I got Queen Marchesa, long may she reign, and then Kranko Mob Bus, because who doesn't like goblins?
It's a scary deck. I've faced it too many times to count. Not just from your hands, either. A few of the other people at the shop had a Kranko deck. Commanders I play, Skithirex the Blight Dragon, cause yay, infecting commander.
What was that one Jund guy you were trying to make for a little bit?
Oh yeah, Crush.
How'd that go for you?
It got taken apart and made Brago, so there's that. And then I also have Mono White Cats.
Jazal.
There we go, Jazal. I like how you remembered the name of my fucking commander before I did. Anyways, aside from that, shops. We just go to 2. We
go to 2 just because of the location, and they are Your Hobby Place
over in Martinsburg,
West by God, and we go to a shop in Hagerstown that is called the Game Hub.
Hagerstown, Maryland, not Hagerstown, Indiana.
Because weirdly there is a Hagerstown, Indiana.
Sister cities. So yeah.
Kind of weird. We should actually try and talk to some of them and see what we can do about that.
Yeah, we'll have to throw it out there and be like, yo.
You want to help us out?
So,
we'll give you some promotion?
Yeah, we'll see. It just depends on how this channel goes. Anyways.
Y'all got some of them promotions?
Speaking of promotions, real quick, about the FNM promo thing. Yeah.
Them promos are going to be interesting. Just because it's like, as much as I like the idea, because I've read the articles and so have also heard countless complaints from many a YouTuber, I feel like, as countless a YouTuber have stated, why not just give us both? Give everyone the token as a, hey, you showed up, here's your participation trophy. And then still give out the actual promo of, I don't know, Aether Hub, Fatal Push.
A Fatal Push promo will be pretty.
It is going to be pretty because they are doing it as the promo in the next month.
Oh yeah. Tells you how much attention I paid.
And so I feel like it should be give the tokens as a, hey, thanks for showing up and buying stuff here at the shop. I appreciate that.
And then maybe give depending on how the turnout is for the event so it can fire, top 4 or 5, depending. If it's a small group of the minimum to have an event fire.
No. What you do is you give the dual-sided token to everyone who shows up.
I know that.
And then you give the F&M promo to top 3, like always.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But you were saying top 4 or 5.
Well, it depends on if the event... Actually, if it's a small event that just barely fires, just give it to everybody. If it's a large...
That's if they even have enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then if it's a large event, like 15, 20 people, then you give it to the minimal.
Then you give it to top 3. Because then this way you're still promoting participation in shop events, and then also you're promoting competition.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yay.
So...
Yeah.
This is awkward.
Meh. We planned enough of an episode to go. Now it's just what else do we want to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, we talked about who we is, what we do.
What we play. Where we play. Where we at.
Where they at? Go.
We're at home.
This has been Magic the Brothering. I'm Josh.
I'm James.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good one.